Hi guys, welcome back. We had some pretty good weather yesterday here in Melbourne. Got to 25 Celsius, nice and warm, but very windy again. And today, it's cold. We're back to winter conditions, only 15 Celsius. And as you can see, it even looks like it's gonna rain, but it's not forecast. So that's how it is in Melbourne. One day it's 25, the next day it's 15, or one day it's summer and the next day it's winter. That's typical weather throughout spring. So yesterday, with the warm weather we had, I thought I'd take advantage of the conditions and planted some trees. I started off with this guy here. That's the reed avocado. Yeah, this was a spot I had reserved for the bacon. But because the bacon has gone backwards, I wasn't gonna waste the chance to use this spot here. So I planted the reed, even though I wasn't planning on doing so until next year. I've only had it for 1 year. Got it from Daly's last summer. But it had a really good root structure under in the pot. So I think it's gonna do well. It's right next to the old pear tree, which I will remove eventually with a chainsaw. I'll get down to the bottom and get rid of that, and then just smother it with soil. So yeah, this is the new reed location, and it gets morning sun. Right now there's not much sun at all. So sun from early morning till lunchtime. And then in the afternoon, it's protected by the worts, avocados. Right? So I won't need any shade structure for it at all because of the worts. Right? So, and if I do, I'll just cover it with something pretty small. It's a tiny tree to give it its first summer here in the in-ground. So that's one tree I planted. Let's go to the next one. It's freezing. Brrr. Oh, okay. Here I planted a couple of more trees. As I said in a previous video, I reserved this location here for a sun-loving plant, not a sook like an avocado. I mean, avocados don't mind the sun once they're established, right? This house here loves the sun, but it's 7 or 8 years old. Yeah, but the first 3 years, they really don't like the sun at all. You got to protect them, and I wasn't prepared to make a major preparation area here for any of the avocados. There's a shepherd avocado I have here that I just received this a month ago. Look at it, it's like a baby. I'm not going to put that in full sun, no way. So that's gonna stay in the pot for the next year, and I'll find a place for it, a shady place for it next year. So this all day sun location was given to the Jamun or Jambulan. It's one of those multi-named trees. Let's have a look. See if you can see it there. Java plum. Right? I talked about this last time. So the only thing this guy doesn't like is frost when it's young. So I'm gonna have to do something about it next winter. I'm hoping that it grows real fast over summer. Like from what I've read, this guy can grow 2 meters in the first year in ground. Wow, I would love to see that. It's only a baby, it's only up to my knee. barely up to my knee. It's below my knee. So we're talking tiny, tiny baby. But it loves the sun. That's what counts. Next, in this little spot here, I planted the cherry of the Rio Grande. Yeah, I'm not very happy with the soil though. By the way, all these trees I'm showing you, I planted them all in native soil, right? Native soil, and with the Jamun, I added some compost, mixed some compost on top, right? The top there, maybe 3 or 4 handfuls of compost at the top. With the cherry of the Rio Grande, I didn't put anything. I didn't add anything. It's just native soil. So I'm gonna wait a couple of weeks and then give it some compost as well at the top. It's extremely healthy. I don't want to see it go downhill like the pitomba. This is where I planted the pitomba last year and it died. It couldn't handle the summer sun. I think this cherry of the Rio Grande can handle the hot sun without any protection. I'm hoping it will anyway, because it's going to get a lot of sun. So that's tree number 3 in ground. I left the jackfruit out overnight because we got some rain. They can always do with some rain, right? Rather than being in the greenhouse and getting only tap water from the city. And it's paying off slowly. We haven't had a real heat wave yet like they have in Sydney or Brisbane, right? But you can see even with low to mid 20s in the greenhouse, we're getting, hang on, is this focusing or what? We're getting new growth on the jackfruit. There you go. Right, the seedlings. But slow, guys, it's very slow. The rain they really love the rain. But at the same time, you can see the damage on the leaves from the cold and from whatever, right? The chlorine in the water. I don't know what's caused that, but I'm doing my best here to provide them the best conditions. The good old jackfruit. There's about 18 of them. I'm hoping that at least 1 or 2 will make it through to next summer. I've already tried mature jackfruit, like 6 feet tall, 2 meters, and they didn't make it through winter. So I want to try and raise them from seed. Seedlings are ready to go in the ground. They've perked up, even with low temperatures, guys. Here are the cuttings I did a couple of weeks ago, mulberry cuttings. Looks like a couple of them have suffered. These 2 here in the front, they don't look happy at all. You know, these belong in a greenhouse, but I don't have room in the greenhouse for them to protect them from the cold. Because we're getting temperatures down to 7 and 8 at night, right? Pretty cold for babies like this. But as I said, I only want 1 or 2 to succeed, and that's all. I'm not going to open a nursery here and sell them. Where it's critical, then they would have to go in the greenhouse, right? If it's all about profit, there's no profit involved here. Next are these 2. I planted these 2 yesterday as well. Okay, first we've got a mango. That's a Bowen mango, a seedling, which I got from Daly's last week. Oh, you'll see that in the next video. I received a few trees from Daly's a couple of days ago. And I put this straight in the ground, being a seedling, and it gets sun most of the day. And over there, I put in a choquette avocado, which I got from Daly's last year. So I've had that for 10 months. And it wasn't good what I saw in the pot. It didn't have any roots at all. I was shocked that after 10 months, this guy here did not whatsoever grow any roots. But I planted him anyway. If he doesn't survive or doesn't do anything here in this location, I'll just pull him out and replace him with the shepherd avocado next year. This location, that is. He's got some new growth coming, but no new roots, no root system at all. I was shocked. And he's been in the greenhouse for the last 6 months. So I don't know what's up with this choquette. Very sad. But I thought I would try him out in the ground before discarding him. Okay, it doesn't want to focus, but there's new growth coming there. Hard to see. Okay, I think I got it now. So there is something happening. It's just that, well, we'll see. We'll see how he does. We'll give him a few months. And he's getting sun protection from the ice cream bean above. I also left the mangoes out overnight to get that rainfall that we had. And well, they're gonna go straight back in the greenhouse this afternoon. So yeah, most of them are pretty happy. A lot of drooping going on, but I take it that's from well, I don't know, not enough air in the greenhouse, air circulation. So giving them some fresh air might help. And the quan, I noticed, its old leaves are looking rather tired. I don't know what's going on with the quan. Right, that's the most mature of all these guys. The one that gave me a dozen fruit last year, which I knocked off. Yeah, so the quan, not very happy looking. I don't know what that's from. Probably too much water, I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, the new leaves look much healthier. But anyway, that's the mangoes that are gonna go straight back in the greenhouse once I'm finished filming. Now it's sunny. Wow, what a difference. But still cold. 15 Celsius. And in the front I planted one tree yesterday. This one here. The Mexican cream guava. I put that in the ground. So I picked the last fruit yesterday and it was all spoilt. Half of it you could eat, but the other half was just disgusting, just like I showed you in a previous video. Hopefully, now that it's in ground, we won't have any issues with that sort of thing. So the Mexican cream has been planted. Yeah, I planted, how many was that? 2, 4, 6 trees I planted yesterday when we had that 25 Celsius. It was really nice and hot. I was in my underwear out here. It was so nice. But today we're shivering. Brrr. What a difference from day to day. Yeah, so a lot of new growth all around on all the tips. I just gotta watch this white shatut doesn't take over, you know, how it's a monstrous sized tree. I gotta keep it in check. So it gets full sun all morning and late afternoon, but in the middle of the day it's getting blocked by the ice cream bean for about 2 or 3 hours at noon. Yeah, so we'll see how we go. Wow, it's really sunny now, but still cold, guys. Even though it's sunny, it's still cold. I'm wearing my what do you call it, flannel shirt. So don't be fooled by the sun. Don't be fooled. This is Melbourne. This is Melbourne, not the tropics. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. The Indian guava that I pruned, looking happy. And the 2 remaining guavas, the red Malaysian and the China pear, I gave them a slight cut, prune, the other day. Removed all the dead wood. There's that sapodilla that I put in the front there a few weeks ago. Not a happy fellow at all. Look at that. That's the tropical variety, right? I'm going to get another one of these from Daly's. I don't know why this happened in the greenhouse, but it did. So we're going to replace that one if it doesn't make it, right? That's a sad story. Still got a green, it's still green all through. It's just that the leaves have dried out. So yeah, the red Malaysian, I don't know if it's alive because it's not a typical green color you get when you scratch. It's red, so it's tricky. But that happened last year. It died, then came back in summer. China pear, I was surprised that freaked out and lost all its new growth, but the main trunk here, it's all green, so it hasn't you know, gone to the other side. It's definitely gonna survive. Just waiting for new growth to come on that one. Alright guys, I'm gonna leave you with the Suriname cherry. That's getting a lot of new growth now. See all the shiny leaves? That's all new growth. Still haven't had any fruit from this guy in 6 years. Can you believe it? It's 7 to 8 years old and not one fruit. But we're getting there. Just be a little bit more patient. Alright guys, if you like the video, please like and share with all the information that I'm giving you, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and we'll see you from the next video.